morning again from the Bulletin. Thank you for watching the Bulletin News. The coronavirus and the COVID-19 has just taken over the world. And we in Secunda and Governor Mbeki is really affected by this as well, with our first case that has been confirmed. But I don't want to talk about that now. I want to talk about the state of disaster and what happens with that. Now we have a number of circulars going around and people are speculating and they are talking about all the directives and what is going on. I've spoken, or the latest one, let's go there. The latest one is about Gert Sibande District that has now given us a directive that everything must close, nearly everything. And I've spoken to our MM and he said, well, they have been consulted with this, but at this stage we are going with the national directive. Monday till I think it's till Friday or so, we'll have consultations from Gert Sibande District telling us exactly what they want us to do. But at the time, or this time, we are still sticking to what the government has said, and that says, and I'm going to do the talk about two things: casinos and restaurants. Now, restaurants are most probably the ones that are feeling the pinch the most. Restaurants are still open. They can operate on normal operating hours. The only difference now is that you cannot have liquor sold to you between certain times. Now that liquor is between 9 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. And it doesn't mean we can sell you the last bit of liquor at 6. You have to be finished drinking by 6. And on Saturdays and public holidays, I think it ends by 1. And no, you can only drink at home. But the restaurant is still continuing doing business as normal, with the only restriction after that is that they cannot be more than 50 persons, including staff, in the establishment. The casinos will have the same sort of restrictions, and that is what we need to adhere to. We don't have to panic and not go anywhere. We can still go, we still keep the distance from people, we still greet, not with hands, but just a gesture or a normal greeting. And that's how we're going to treat that. And takeaways, go and buy the takeaways. There's people that's made specific arrangements to get takeaways. I know the mall has put blue cones there so that you can drop off quickly and run and get it back in. I know at the waterfront they are trying their best to accommodate people with takeaways, getting them out and getting them there quickly. So if you have any inquiries, phone the restaurant, ask them about takeaways if you don't want to go and sit there, and then you can go and pick up your takeaways. It's still normal business at this stage until we hear otherwise, even though this letter from Gert Sibande District is circulating. I have spoken to the MM of Governor Mbeki Municipality, and by Monday or by Tuesday at the latest, we would know exactly what these restrictions are and if they're going to be imposed over and above what the national directive is. But at this stage, we stay with what has been promulgated in the State Gazette and what has been negotiated after that with the restaurants. So go and have something to eat sometimes. If you see the restaurants too full, go to the next one. And if that doesn't work, then buy some takeaways. But you can still go. Keep your social distancing. Everyone is making a huge effort. And I'll speak about ACE quickly. I know that they even screen people, their staff working, for the temperature. So if they start getting a fever, they're going to send them home. They're not going to allow sick people to stay there and serve people, and they're making precaution with gloves and everything else that needs to be done. And you won't even get into the restaurant without sanitizing your hands. And that is everywhere. So go and have something to eat, buy takeaways, keep social distancing, keep sanitizing, and if you feel a little bit ill, go to your doctor. But we'll keep you updated once we get the Gert Sibande District Municipality up and running again, meaning that we can get contact from them. Thank you for watching the Bulletin.